Okay, so now that we have imported all the right libraries, I'm going to set the streaming context to listen every 10 seconds and collect all the tweets that I get during those 10 seconds. And then once I collect those tweets, I'm going to put it inside a SQL context so that I can query my data in a SQL-like language. So I execute this. Now finally again, uh, you remember we fired up this thing called the tweet read.py. So it is right now listening to a port called 5555. So I need to set up a socket stream on port 5555. Again, don't sweat over it if you don't understand it very deep, because this is just a demo to let you know what the power of Spark is and how easily you can set these things up. Okay, so I switch on the socket stream, and what this socket stream does is it will store data every 20 seconds. Okay, right there. Now, what I'm interested in doing with these tweets is I'm interested in analyzing trends. So if I take the basic example, what is the most trending topic in Twitter today? Arguably, IPL is the most trending topic, right? So if I go back to the tweetread.py, so here, along with giving you all the tokens, I've also specified the exact hashtag I want to listen to, and that is specified here. So I want to listen to everything with IPL on it. I can keep on adding more stuff here. Okay. So I want to listen to all the tweets that have hashtag IPL in them. So I go back, and now once I've collected those tweets, what I'm interested in doing is I'm interested in counting all the other hashtags that are present inside that tweet, and I'm interested in counting them. Okay, just to let you know what the trend looks like. So I need two fields, the tag itself and its corresponding count. Now, this is where the real magic happens in Apache Spark. So I'm going to take all those tweets, split them into lines. So split them into lines meaning, let's say this is a tweet. And this is another tweet. So this tweet has basically got two lines here, right? So basically two sentences. I have a tweet here, this is tweet one. So if I look at it this way, this is one tweet and this is another tweet. So each tweet might have multiple lines. So I need to process them by splitting these lines up. So once I do that, I'm going to lowercase everything for standardizing stuff. Why? Think of it this way. Let's say this guy said IPL and this guy just said IPL. Now just because they are different textually in the sense the I is capitalized here, I don't want to miss out on that opportunity. So I'm going to lowercase everything so that I can catch the hashtags in a more standardized format. So I'm going to lowercase everything here. And then here is where the actual word count happens, reduced by key. So what does this do? This is going to take all the words here and this is going to count. So all across, I has occurred 2 times, have has occurred 2 times, another has occurred once, a has occurred once, tweet has occurred twice, okay, sorry, 4 times, tweet has occurred 4 times, here has occurred once, and so on. So if I reduce them by key, what it will do is take every word and take its corresponding count all across the tweets that I see. Okay, so I split them into lines. I lowercase everything, take all the hashtags, and then start counting. I take their count and I put it into a RDD. Okay, so once I do that, I will be able to have a data structure wherein I have hashtags on one hand and their corresponding counts on the other. So with that, I'm going to start the streaming process. So ssc.start starts the streaming process. So we have received a request from Spark here, and immediately you see that we have started collecting tweets. Okay, so we have listening to Twitter here, and these are live tweets. These are getting tweeted right now as we speak. Okay, so we don't want to stop the streaming here because we want to look into those plots, right? So in order to generate a plot, I'm going to import a standard Python library called matplotlib, and I'm going to display the tweets every 10 seconds, or I'm going to update my dashboard every 10 seconds because I'm collecting these tweets every 10 seconds. Now, if you go back, we have justified why we need the streaming context to listen to the tweets. That's very obvious, but we haven't justified why we need the SQL context. Why? Because it lets us run SQL-like queries on top of whatever we have collected. So this is what is happening. Select count, comma tag from tweets. Lets us select the data in the form of a very SQL-like native language. Okay. So once that is done, I'm going to plot it here. So let's see this in action. Okay. So I think this is the kind of thing that we want to see, and it's supposed to update every 10 seconds. So these are the hashtag trends that we are seeing right now live onto Twitter that are associated with the hashtag IPL. So I see here that IPL 2017 RT is the dominated one. People are talking about Abram. People are talking about Korbo Lorbo Jitbo, very familiar. KKR VSMI, and these are basically it. So these tweets are again getting updated in real time as and when we are collecting it. So what I wanted to project through this is that how easy it is to get started and actually build something so sophisticated that will be of actual value add for the business, right? So we hardly went through what 20, 30 lines of code, and we were able to harness the power of the social media to actually build some insight into what is trending in Twitter as of now. So people don't want to nowadays do reactive analysis or offline analysis. People want things moving in real time. So people want to know what's happening right now. They don't want to know about the reports next quarter, next week, next month, next year. They actually want a projection right now of what's happening. And this is one of the best ways you can harness the power of big data and Spark. So with that, I think I'm done with the demo here. If I have any questions right now, now would be a good time to address them.